Hey guys, what's going on? It's Polar Shredder here again. Just going to run through the shortlist like I mentioned previously for this career mode. A lot of these names you'll see on here, they're just temporary. Just went through both of the French leagues, finding anyone that had any sort of potential and we could get on the cheap as we don't have a lot of money to work with. So we're just going to start off from the goalkeepers. One who seems like he'd be a good fit if Ruffier performs for us, and then we get a fair price for him. So he's only going to cost us 4 million, but his contract's expiring. So either we can buy him and get him for a small fee, or we can get him on pre-contract. We're going to be looking at a lot of players in here that have expiring contracts, so we can get them on pre-contract offers and essentially only cost us their wage fees, which will help us out a lot, and we'll just have to rely on who we have for the whole season, and that will help us out. One player I'm really looking at is Al Sharani, pacey right back, young. I think he starts off in mid 70s for his overall, so a lot of these players will need a lot of scouting because they don't have initial reports on them. So I'm just going based off of who we can see has a potential as so that I can give you a little bit to go on. But a lot of these names won't have a scouting report with them as they've just been looked at as expiring contracts which we can afford. Include he's going to be a long shot. He's 81 rated. Uh, commands quite a heavy fee, 90,000 euros, and he'll probably want more coming from us since he'd be leaving a contending team in Marseille. A lot of centre backs. Gebauman, 19 years old. He might be one we get next season as he's a young player. He hasn't got an expiring contract and he's got a bright future ahead of him. Check Mbenge, another starting quality left back, which I'll look at. Not a lot of names that you'd know from the French league, as these are mainly bench players or rotation players. Henry Saivet, I don't think his contract's expiring, so he's going to be one to keep an eye on, but he's a very popular player in the league. Cyprien, another young star coming through. Jimmy Cabot, pacey left mid. Be good to get him on the team because he's got crossing as one of his star traits. Julian Baig. Now, the reason I shortlisted him is because he's one of those players that glitches. So on my Swansea career mode, he goes up to 83 rated in 2 seasons, something like that, and he's keeps his pace. His finishing goes to like 90 or something at only 83 rated. Same with Jeannot. I think he's gotten a boost from FIFA 15, but he grows pretty fast as well. Check Diabate, he's another star player we'll be looking at, and he's got an expiring contract. Strong, not too fast, but that doesn't matter in this FIFA. So he'd be a good target to go after. Yusuf Benali, a lot of Toulouse players, they don't seem to have long contracts being given to them in this game. So there's a lot of their team players that we'll be looking at. You can expect to see the shortlist a lot smaller in probably 2 months' time in this career mode, and we'll just check out what type of players we're going to be looking for. So I've just got the two general instructions, promising first team quality players with expiring contracts, and then you got fullback, which we definitely need to look at, goalkeeper, which even if Ruffier doesn't perform throughout the season, he's a 83 rated goalkeeper, and star teams like Roma and all that have older goalkeepers, they'll be looking at him and providing us with offers. So we've got to keep an eye out for that, and that's where Placide comes in. Centre back, we don't have a lot of promising centre backs coming through. They're all established, older ones in their late 20s. So we definitely need to renovate that position. And winger, I thought we had quite a few wingers to work with, but it looks like they've been transferred recently in the off season. So that's another position that needs a makeover. And the countries that we're going to be looking in are France, Germany, Italy. That's a scout that we've just got on the cheap because he's got decent stats and he didn't cost me too much. So he's just going to look at players that I find and pop up in the news feed. And then I'm pretty sure I sent these to Netherlands and Belgium. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know if you want any players transferred to the team that have expiring contracts, or I can get pretty cheap. We only have 13.5 million to work with, 110,000 euros in weekly wage budget. But we've got a European International Cup, so if we win that, I think we get something like 6 to 8 million euros in total. So we'll have around 20 million to work with, and I'm thinking of starting the game difficulty at just world class to begin with. Still grasping that difficulty, legendary, and all the difficulties seem to have been buffed in this game. Professional difficulty at times feels like playing against world class, and then they get spurts where you can't even get near the ball, and they're just blasting shots from 30 yards out, which is reminiscent of legendary. So let me know what you think. That's going to do it for today.